Edwards, I think you should really get on my level. So,
Sorry, what?
you should get on my level. You should get on my level.
Oh, okay.
In other words, start drinking.
Dude, beer in hand. I was putting it into my mouth as he said that.
Okay. All right. Well, Edwards, whenever you're ready, just let me know when we're recording.
Going for like good 30 seconds, 45 seconds, a minute.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh, I love it.
I'm gonna start recording next week's session after this one, just so we have the whole week's worth of banter.
That's okay. Great. Awesome. Excuse me. I'm coming off a little bit of a head cold today. Well, hello everybody who watches this. I don't know who watches. Oh, Durothal's back. That's great. To the official start of season 3 of the USS Guan Yu, I'm really excited to have everybody here, all 5 of us. Due to that, it is a 3-threat game. 3 times 5 is 15, so I'm going to start the game with 15 threat today. Today, we're going to just give everybody a little bit of a recap of where we currently have left off. There has been around 2 weeks of downtime since our last session where we role-played through that downtime. We did a lot of stuff. We now have a brand new tank/shuttle/captain's yacht thing. We have a new first officer. Congratulations to Commander Hagen.
Yay.
Yeah. We have some really, really fun times today. Today is a 3-threat game, but it's not going to be the kind of 3-threat game that we're accustomed to. It's going to be a little bit different here. A couple of things that I would like to get set straight off the bat. For no reason in particular, I believe that Edwards and Kelly already have what I'm looking for picked. Is that correct?
We have
you have your hang on one second.
Your hollow.
That holocrew thing. You have your holocrew picked, right?
Oh yeah.
Jack 2, right?
Yeah, Jack's good to go.
Okay, great. And then who is
That's
what?
good to know.
Oh wait, maybe
because I've completely fucking forgotten. So it's good to know that I did the thing.
Cool. All I can hear is Frankenfurter's voice when you say it that way. That's yes. Edwards, which one did you pick?
I have a cadet saucer.
Sir,
no,
awesome.
correction. No, I'm Tersai. Sorry.
Yeah, you're the helmets person. I figured.
Yeah.
So starting with Lieutenant Ishizumi. Please pick a number between 1 and 3.
Okay. 2.
Okay. One moment here. I'm getting my notepad up. Come on. There we go. Nishizumi is that one. Jack, go ahead and give me pick evens or odds, and I'll give us a little roll.
Evens.
Evens, all right. Your roll is a 6, so you are going to be this person. This is going to be. And Durafal, you are stuck with this one.
I'm stuck with. Nice. You mean I get to be?
No, you have the privilege of being.
Yes.
Of this one. Awesome. So, we'll go into what I was just selecting into in a moment. Some people are already aware of what I'm selecting. Some of you are not. So, we start off after the prep work is done, after the shuttle bay stuff with the Admiral. You have your craft completely created and everything. It has now been put into the captain's yacht position on board your Intrepid class, which pretty much sits right underneath the primary hull, which is quote unquote the saucer, but it's not really a saucer. That bird will then unlatch from that, and then
So does it do like orbital insertion or?
Yes, so it will do the orbital insertion, and it will then land and turn into whatever you guys want it to do. So I mean, it's a tank technically, but
Think of the Landmaster from Star Fox.
I was thinking more the Mako from Mass Effect, but that works
That's what I
too.
was just gonna say. Mass Effect, yeah.
I don't play Mass Effect, so I have no idea.
Except you don't have as many useless resource gathering missions.
that's a good
Nor
one.
nearly as many wheels.
Yeah, we need
Or
12
bouncy castle
wheels.
shopping trolley physics.
Yes.
The important thing is remembering to set it for the mission type before you leave.
And can it jump?
Can it jump? That is not a mechanic which we thought to add in. I don't
There
think
you
It does technically have
Thrusters?
anti-grav,
Yeah.
so
Oh,
in
close enough.
theory, yes, it can. Should it? Probably not.
Yeah.
so. I have now moved you all to the main bridge area. But we don't start on the bridge today. Today we're going to be starting in the docking area. There has been an exposed area of the hull. Commander Edwards, oh yes, shuttleways, thank you. We'll say out this sort of that little window there. Imagine that everybody is sort of gathered here. Out this little opening here is the ceremonial champagne tossing window. Edwards has gathered you all to the newly christened USS Guan Yu, which is no longer an Intrepid class after your refit. Which is no longer a prototype Intrepid class. It has now been given its full designation out of the NX version into the normal NCC version of the ship. So, Edwards, I open it up to you. You see, the room is sort of lit with sort of hums. The crew is sort of filing in and out, and you have your crew sort of in this sort of cramped area on board the starbase.
Welcome, everyone, to the new Guan Yu. We've been on board this ship for some time, so it still feels like home. But it's official. We've grown up, and we're a real ship now. No longer an NX class. We've put it through its paces. They've applied what we've learned on it to other versions of the Intrepid. And while I'm certain that the various problems with the replicators we've been viewing will be taken care of, I'm just going to glance over at Kelly. That's the least of our concerns. Additionally, we have some extravehicular capabilities to assist us in the Shackleton Expanse. We now have the Sabertooth, which was designed by our own Lieutenant Nishizumi and Lieutenant Commander Kelly as our deployable home away from home. Should we have any reason for medical, engineering, tactical, or scientific discoveries, and we need to leave behind a well-equipped team, you can thank them for this. Lieutenant Nishizumi, please step forward.
He steps forward. She salutes.
Turn the salute. You're really gonna have to look at that.
I mean, you're kind of supposed to do that whenever you're, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Crewman Grisk, the bottle.
You see the crewman is carrying a pretty big bottle of what appears to be real, actual champagne, not synthahol, and hands it over to Commander Edwards.
As many of you will recall, I owed everyone on the crew a drink. Well, Lieutenant Nishizumi, you don't drink. So, I procured this for the christening of the Sabertooth. Would you do the honors?
Certainly.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll say that this is the Sabertooth.
Okay.
Or yeah, what did you have in mind, Edward? Sorry.
Break it on the hull or wherever.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, on the hull of the of the Guan Yu or on the Sabertooth?
On the Sabertooth.
Okay, on the Sabertooth. Yeah, we'll say that it's that one or whatever.
I've been planning this champagne thing for weeks.
I'm sorry.
Just step outside and throw it on our hull instead.
Just throw it on the door to the Sabertooth.
What does Nishizumi do?
Well, she'll go ahead and do the old-fashioned way of doing it, which is how you normally you would just take the thing and break it on the hull of the ship. Well, in this case, the vehicle.
Okay. Are you throwing it or are you hitting it?
Hitting it, of course. I'm not going to
Okay.
throw it because if I were to throw it, I might actually injure someone. So that's a bad idea.
Okay. Since you're going to hit it and not throw it, I'm not going to require a roll. But go
This
ahead.
way you can only cut your own hands up.
Exactly.
Yeah, Nishizumi, as you sort of wind back and you hear the typical of all the glass breaking, the entire room goes into a cheer. Yeah, woo, yeah.
Except you hear one faint "aw" in the back from Tortella.
Wasted booze.
What a waste. Yes.
Nishizumi just
We could have replicated. Never mind. Yay!
she gives you a look.
What, if you don't mind me asking, Nishizumi, what are you thinking as you give the look to Durafall? Oh, you forgot. I'm gonna hold you to it though.
Like
What did you?
The look is just gonna be like more like a glare.
Okay, and what are your surface thoughts as you glare over at Durafall?
It's her thoughts are gonna be really kind of like she was rather annoyed by that expression from what was it, Thal?
Yeah.
There's one.
It was Thal from Thal.
And can you hear my thoughts too? I'm trying to remember which one.
No. So you, what you get from Nishizumi is, just like that. With that glare, you feel a switch, and you like, oh, okay. You feel just like an arrow of annoyance sort of hits you,
and you hear her mumble. Sorry, I just was picking up on what everyone else was thinking.
You see, Toadog walks in and goes, that was pretty expensive champagne, Commander.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
Why
they're
is he
gonna
on
give
the
her.
Guan Yu?
Well, yeah, okay. That's a good question. Is that Ferengi here or on
Yeah,
the...
you see the Ferengi is just hanging out in the corner.
Yeah, she's going to give him the Maho death glare. She is
Dr.
going to
Hagen kinda looks
intimidate
over at
him
him
to
and go,
scare him away.
How did you get in here?
How did I get in here? Yeah, you think a Ferengi doesn't know the way around
I think you just committed a class 3 felony.
I withdraw my sigh because the only backup I have is a Ferengi, and I'm not willing to join that die on that hill.
Nishizumi, go ahead and give me a presence. Yeah, because with that death stare, I'm gonna require a roll here. Let me see. Yeah, give me a presence. Presence command, I'll say. Yeah.
Okay. Intimidation is a focus.
Oh yeah, this will be opposed.
Okay. How many dogs do you have?
My sister has 3.
Oh, okay. That's what they. What kind of dogs?
Mostly much. One is God, I can't think of Scottish Terrier. Is that the? And then one is sort of just a mixed breed, somewhat like Chihuahua type, and then the third. What's the type of dog Toto was in Wizard of Oz? That one.
Yorkshire Terrier.
That's the one.
Cool.
The yappiest. That combination is just so yappy. Yeah. Anyway, with Yuzumi, are you buying any dice with this? It will be an opposed roll.
Let's see. Opposed roll. All right. And I can't use Dauntless, can I? Or yeah, I don't believe I can.
Dauntless. That's for resisting being being intimidated. So
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. All right.
Mhm.
So presence command. Alrighty. What's our threat? 15. What do you think? Should I just go for the 3 dice?
Up to you, buddy.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good. Yeah. All right. I'll just go for 3 dice and
All right, go ahead and give me your roll.
I was trying to decide whether I should use my determination or not. Probably shouldn't.
Yeah, definitely not. That's me as your GM telling you don't use it.
Yeah.
That's a fun
Probably
thing.
need it later anyway. All right.
Oops, I meant to roll one more. That is a crit, actually. Oh my god. Okay, that's not a crit. I'm gonna say that. Yeah.
Was that a tie?
That is a tie, but I'm gonna give it to you.
Okay.
So with that look,
Home court advantage.
as well as being sort of surrounded, and you're kind of getting helped by everyone. Todak goes, "Oh, nice, tough crowd," and turns and walks out.
Amanda
He's gonna
Edwards,
point
I
at
do
security.
need
And
to have
sort
a
of
word with
switching-
security forces. He absolutely
And sort of,
cannot be able to get this
As
people
Todak
to-
walks out, you see Admiral Yannick walk in and sort of join in the applause that sort of happened a little while ago.
So everyone's cheering that
Just-
Nishizumi scaring him away.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
there you
point at 2 security guards and like, follow him. Get him.
Oh, they go, yes sir, and follow, and follow Todak out.
Turn to Kester and say, yeah, he's gonna be a problem.
Nishizumi will go over to the captain and speak to him about her reform plan and doing with the security, saying like I can conduct the reform plan if you'd like, some point today or tomorrow. This is the security reform plan she had in mind.
Yes. Yeah, so Lieutenant will be definitely looking into that, hopefully in the very near future, if not in the next couple of days, between you and Lieutenant Zeg. However, we do have something more pressing to deal with today. Admiral!
Yes, Commander, I was meaning to speak to you in regards to some of your appointments, but if now is bad time, then I can come back later.
Oh, no, we're just finishing up the christening ceremony of the Sabertooth.
Ah, I see. You christened the Sabertooth? I suppose. Yeah, I guess it is the vessel. Anyway, sort of gives a nod to Nishizumi as he sort of walks towards you, Commander, and says, "Well, Edwards, the Guan Yu's excuse me, the refit is going very well. We're going to be done in about a day or so. We have to. We're increasing your phaser supply. Actually, just we've been running into a lot of action out there, and we don't want the Guan Yu to be on the back end. Even though you are a slightly smaller ship than normal, it'd be good to give you some extra teeth. How does that sound?
You're not going to hear any complaints from me if the boat's got a bit more bite.
Yeah, that's exactly what I figured, Commander. She sort of looks down at a pad and goes, "Well, I got this request from I got your paperwork and everything with your new first officer. Being that your first officer is also going to be has gone through the medical field. Looks like we're going to need to get Commander Hagen updated with the command procedures. Excuse me. So looking at this now, I see that looks like Commander Hagen did some command training. The one test that we sort of missed at this point, we're going to need to run the Kobayashi with Hagen, preferably before you head out, so that I know that you have the first officer who's capable of making command decisions.
Absolutely. Do we have anyone local who can administer the test? I mean, I could do it, but I think that would look bad on paper.
Well, we've actually been trying out us in Starfleet Command have been trying out with the Academy a new a fully holographic simulation of this. This is going to be, the hologram has assessment data inside of it to where there will be a hologram instructor in the mix and be sort of assessing, and then we'll get the assessment from the hologram. Considering the fact that this is slightly a field appointment, we figured that this would be an opportunity to test this out before we bring it to the masses at the Academy.
Okay, if it's a prototype system, sir, should she fail, I request that not be on her record until the system is actually verified as functional.
Well, we have ran it on a trial basis. We ran it with 12 other candidates. Their pass-fail ratings is actually matching up to what Starfleet Academy standards have been.
Okay, so it's just a deployment of a new piece of kit and not the trial run.
Well, we've never ran it on a field starbase. We've only ran it at our one starbase, Starbase 1, on Earth. And we've ran it a couple of times on the Academy simulators. This would be the first run, obviously, for this program here, and it would be the first run outside of normal specifications, I should say.
Okay, I understand. Then if it's not too much to ask, I'd like to review the findings afterwards, just to make sure I'm happy with them as well. I don't mind a new piece of kit, but I'm a little concerned when it's one of my officers on the line testing it, and their career is at jeopardy. Not jeopardy.
Well,
you know.
Yeah, jeopardy is not necessarily the word for this commander. It's the Dr. Hagen is certainly a very, very competent officer. This won't be the end of the road for her, for her future ambitions of command. This is just the first step, and whether or not she vaults the first step is up to her. But yes, I'll allow you to review the findings. The program lays it all out pretty well. So, what do you think about that?
Sounds good. I'm fairly certain her afternoon is open.
Yes, I figured. Well, how about you break the news, and I will I'll block out holodeck 1. What do you say on, let's say, an hour and a half from now?
Hour and a half. See you then, sir.
Sounds absolutely, Commander. And you see the Admiral walks up to Lieutenant Nishizumi.
Yes.
And says, "Lieutenant?"
She straightens up. And yes, sir.
Do you have your full confidence in this piece of engineering that it will not fail to function at its first test?
Sir, I do not think it will fail or not. I have full confidence in this thing's ability to conduct the mission at hand.
Well, of course, I met with the Starfleet Corps of Engineers representative here on the station today. They seem to agree with you. Always a little skeptical on this level of advance of experimental engineering. A tank is not necessarily something I agree with, but if it works for you, it works.
It is more than a tank, sir.
Right.
You walk into it. Hang on, one second. You walk into the conversation with the Admiral. Yeah.
Yeah, if we're dismissed from standing around.
Yeah. Okay. You see, the admiral sort of looks at you and says, "Ah, Commander, yes, I realize that you were heavily involved in the production of this as well. It appears to be a fine level of engineering. I hold skepticism is an old friend of mine."
It can do more than just tankery things.
Hmm.
But if you need more information on how tanks operate, anything like that, my family is very well experienced in the field of tankery. The Nishigami family, they're very well experienced in it. You're more than welcome to talk to Shiho, or my mother Maho as well.
Lieutenant, I am actually before my life as an admiral, I was one of the leaders of the Starfleet Corps of Engineers, and while I appreciate your enthusiasm and your background is what it is, I have read your file. I'll know what I see when I see it. How about that?
Of course, sir.
And Admiral Yannick goes, and also Lieutenant. I like to keep it informal with my officers, but I've never met a more formal person than you, Lieutenant. Anyway, I'll go. And then the Admiral sort of turns and
She takes it as a compliment.
yeah, I figured you might. I've never met a more formal person. Yeah.
Does anyone hear that? I really hope I do.
Were you listening in?
I
Edwards, or no?
probably weren't. I'll probably go chat with Hagen.
Yeah. Yeah, Hagen, you see Commander Edwards walk up to you.
Yes, Commander.
Commander, hoping you're not too busy this afternoon.
Well, I kind of like mentally had the. Hesher doesn't mention it. She did mentally have the plan of taking Lieutenant Mitchell out on a horse ride, but no, nothing official, Commander. Is there something wrong?
Not so much wrong, just a bit of something we have to do for you to take the position of XO. Seems something was overlooked during your time at the academy on the command track for favor of your medical training.
Yes, the Kobayashi.
Yes. So, I've got that scheduled for an hour and a half from now, over on holiday.
Certainly. Thank you for letting me know. I will go, prepare. And she is going to, kind of give the salute to the commander and walk off with a pad in hand looking up the Kobayashi Maru because it's a fairly well-known test and she's going to try and brush up on what to expect here.
Okay. Yeah, Hagen, we'll say that you head to your quarters. You're trying to look up stuff about the Kobayashi?
Yes.
Okay. Are you just trying to remember like what you know about it, or are you actually like going to the computer systems and looking it up?
Just what is publicly known about it. I don't want to cheat here. I just want to be prepared.
Okay. For people,
Kirk did.
As I say, disappoint.
So
All
they
the
didn't
grades
need to-
cheat. No, just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, awesome. So you would know outside of the command track at Starfleet Academy, it's actually the specifics of the tests aren't. I'm gonna make the ruling. They're not really that well known. You know that a lot of people come out of the test. Like perhaps you probably had colleagues who were going through the command track who after the test were like, God, that was terrible. Like that was one of the worst. That was terrible. And you know that people who take place in those sort of, it's usually like a physical simulation. In years past, they've sort of been inching now towards holographic simulation for it.
Right.
Usually, you invite real people to come in and do this with you, but you actually have the pad. Once you get to your quarters, you see that you're on your screen and your quarters at the starbase is actually like your scheduled time for it, which is like an hour away.
Right.
Which is kind of a surprise to you. You didn't. You're like, oh, geez, this is actually. It's not just this afternoon. It's like right now. Other than that, you know that it's some sort of command test, and you know that a big thing that people usually talk about afterwards is no win scenario. Those are the big picture stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it actually called the Kobayashi Maru? I know the ship's
Scenario.
called the Kobayashi Maru, but I don't know if they actually called it that.
That's
Did they?
not
So,
missing.
Did actually? Yeah, that's actually a very good point.
so
Did they?
may I?
Because I thought
the
you weren't. Yeah.
The
go ahead.
Kobayashi Maru was, if I remember correctly, an original actual incident, and then turned into a test.
Yep.
And then moving forward, I've always read it, assumed that the Kobayashi Maru was the name of the test, and that the testing parameters are designed to be a no-win scenario. It doesn't necessarily have to be that incident with that ship, but more often than not, it would just be that.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'll make the judgment and say that that's all that you know about the test.
Right.
If you want to know anything further about your specific test, you would need to go on the computer and figure it out.
No, I'm not gonna cheat.
Are only command track officers gonna do the test, or is it just everyone?
Anybody with
command track.
Yeah, it's command track. So actually, Nishizumi, you would have actually taken it.
Okay.
Yeah. So anybody who starts their career as a red shirt in this era took that. So if you were an engineer or if you were in sciences or medicine, you don't need to take that.
Be right back.
Okay. Yeah, Hagen, I'll open it up to everyone before the test. Before we move on to the next part of today, is there anything else anybody wants to start doing?
I did have a question.
Yeah.
Are we currently still at war with the Klingons?
No. Actually, it was. So the Dominion has officially. This would be common knowledge for everybody. The Dominion has now been fully allied with the Cardassian Union, and at this point, the war between the Klingons and the Federation has officially ended because everybody's like, "Oh shit, the Dominion's here again." So
a declaration of war between the Dominion and the Federation Alliance has started, or no?
there hasn't been a right now.
Because the Khitomer Accords have been re-signed at this point, right?
Yeah, so the second Khitomer Accords have already been signed. Yeah, so that has been fully. There's now a new peace with the Klingons. It's a very, very new peace at this point. Like people were. I mean, the war is very recent, and everybody else is. You guys have been sort of isolated from it, even though you're pretty close to Klingon space. But you've been closer to Romulan space, and the Klingons have been just trying to take back their losses from the previous Klingon war, which is going the other direction than where you are.
Right. From my understanding, the Federation Klingon War, the recent one that happened, it didn't go well for the Klingons. From my understanding,
No, that's not true. For the majority of it, the Federation took pretty big losses, actually, because the Klingons were just going on an all-out assault on everybody. After the Changeling was sort of. And this, I don't think this would be common knowledge to the characters. For command, I would say commander level and higher would be aware of the Klingon plot that's close to the Chancellor. The Chancellor. That Martok was a changeling and all that. The command level staff would be aware of that entire situation, but after that, it's not like the war stopped. The war kept going because the Klingons were just like, yeah, we started this thing, we have to end it. But then what ended it was the Klingon advance into the Cardassian territory got absolutely obliterated by the Dominion. Yeah, but during the Klingon War that just ended for our game, yeah, Federation was not doing all that great for the first like 2/3 of it. But
They were
anyway,
just starting to win
with
it.
that in mind, is there anything else that anybody wants to do before we move on to the new scene?
I have appeased 2 out of 3 of my officers, and none of my lower deckers will call this a success.
Yeah, no, I don't have anything to do on my end.
Okay.
Except
Dura, is there anything else that you could think of?
Nope. I'm just waiting.
Okay. We're gonna wait until Jack is back, so I don't know if Jack's back now, but I am also gonna take a second. I need to grab something to drink, so I will be right back.
Okay. Then I will be right back too because there was someone at the door. I want to see if they left something. That's why the dogs were going crazy.
I will continue
Alright.
to type
Bark,
words.
bark, bark.
5-minute break. I'll be right back.
So yeah, niche.
What's
Weeks
up?
ago, when I made that, when you made the joke that I owe you a drink, and then I owed everyone a drink, and then you fucking told me you don't drink. Before you even made that comment, I talked to the GM about getting actual alcohol and what it would cost me, and making sure there was a legitimate bottle of champagne set aside for this moment. Like, I have been planning for you to christen this damn tank for weeks.
Okay. He still is wanting to put some paint, to paint a black cross emblem on it, but
They can't go on the outside, but it can go under whatever panel you want.
Yeah, right up until it's found during maintenance, and then you catch hell from a certain engineer who's like, "This doesn't belong to you."
I can say that because as a maintainer for, what I do, we definitely paint things hidden places all the time. My favorite thing is part of my job is engraving using a laser engraver, and inside all of my units badges, I've zoomed in on Lake Ontario and added my branch's badge, so it's in everything we've ever engraved since 2010.
Nice.
actually,
It is so small and minuscule that no one would ever see it, but it's only in the file, but I know it's there.
in my enterprise game I was in, my character was a Andorian tactical officer, so he was actually an armory officer, so he shot the ship's phasers and stuff, or phase cannons, and my character started painting all the ships that he blew up on the side of the ship.
Perfect.
As like different kills. So like a Romulan ship would be like a Romulan emblem on it instead.
Right. I'm back. Is
God,
everybody
I'm
back?
still AFK. I'm gonna have to bow out of the game. Sorry. Bye.
Oh, no.
Really? No, obviously he's leaving, but
What
Wait,
happened?
is he actually?
Fuck no.
no, I
Okay.
didn't think so. That was you had me going. Like, I know you just sit and wait for us to start all week.
was
I
like,
would
"The
sound so much more upset if I had to leave.
I was actually concerned that Texas finally had just gave up.
What did
and
you
that
say?
You were going down with them.
I'm from Texas, dude. I'm still here.
Yeah. Jack said he was quitting the game, and I instantly assumed that Texas was seceding.
Seceding.
Yeah, leaving.
Yeah,
They're about to go 2-0.
Can't do that. We can't
Yeah,
do
but
that. Texans
That would
like
be the only
like
thing
to
that
do
could
that.
pull Jack from this.
No, it wouldn't.
0-2,
It
right?
would not.
I believe so. I mean,
If internet access with the rest of the nation got cut off because Texas, I would become a hacker just to learn how to bypass that shit, so I could play D&D with my friends.
Oh, absolutely.
or use some
And
kind
us.
of
And I'm back.
or use some kind of air that some kind of what are those things called again? I can't remember.
VPN?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm drawing blanks today. I'm an idiot.
I'm
Speaking of
melding.
which, this episode of
Are
Guan
we
Yu has
gonna
been brought to you
be-
by NordVPN. No, just kidding. not
That
sponsored.
was
Oh
great.
no, it's
Hashtag not
Raid Shadow
sponsored.
Legends.
Yeah.
Hashtag not sponsored, but I'm sure if you wanted to sponsor them, they would gladly accept.
Yeah, they don't really have high standards or anything.
I'm gonna have
So
to
are we
find
gonna
that
do
and
this
erase
on the
that.
holodeck panel or on the bridge panel?
NordVPN is
I have
not a
a-
bad VPN to use though.
No, they're good. Yeah, I have
It's
them.
expensive though. Is the problem.
And with promo code Guan Yu, you save an additional.
With promo code Guan Yu, you pay $5 more.
That's how much we value you.
Yes.
And that additional $5 goes into my pocket.
Yeah, of course.
This whole thing is a pyramid scheme now. And then each of you go and find people, and it's like we
That's
all
what I was
make money,
gonna
right?
Everyone wins. There's no possible way that could go badly for the people.
There's
at
no
the bottom.
downside.
Exactly.
My middle name is Ponzi. It all works out. Anyways, so now that we have sort of gotten through the first introductory part of the actual session, now everybody should see the pink folder that says Hollow Crew, right?
Yes,
on the right?
I do.
Yep.
I do see it.
Okay, so I have your assignments for who you guys are going to play in Commander Hagen's holodeck simulation. Are you guys all ready?
Yeah,
Ready.
So, Nishizumi.
Yep.
You are Cadet Sasur. Cadet Sasur is a Vulcan engineer character.
Okay. Can I kill off the character?
No.
Well,
Uh,
I have a bad tendency of killing off NPCs. Just a warning.
well, these are holograms, so it's hard for you to do anything to kill them, but they may die. You never know. Jack, you are going to be Cadet Scav. Cadet Scav is a Tellarite who is your science officer.
Aye, Captain.
He's kind of a little skinny for a Tellarite because usually they have some pretty big heights, right?
Hey, what do you want?
Adorable.
Lower decks had 2 Tellarites and I
You
already used one of
insult
them.
me, a Vulcan.
Durathal,
Yes.
you are going to be Cadet McGuile. Cadet McGuile is the tactical officer. You're the only human on board this thing.
Nice. Do we still use our own stats, or do we?
No, you use the Holocrew folders, and you'll have your little name there, and then you should
Okay.
be able to.
Oh, there we go. I see it.
Yep, there you go. Your talents and everything are all written out,
Okay.
and everything like that. You have all those 4 talents.
For a
You-
moment, I thought this chief engineer had a engineering score of 2. I was like, what?
yeah.
Like,
This is why it's a no-win scenario.
I'm going to send each of you a DM with your values. Just one moment, please.
They written down though.
On your sheet.
Is this going to turn into a whole murder mystery? The lights go out on the bridge. Someone's dead.
I think
You
this
don't-
is the GM's
you
subtle way of saying he didn't want me to know what the values were.
Yes,
Yep.
exactly. We-
Awesome.
It's like
Cadet.
paranoia where each commie mutant traders were trying to take over or destroy the rest of them.
There's to size.
And the
Cadet.
DMs come in. Oh, in the chat log.
I'm going to be sending you a DM. Discord.
In
In
Discord.
Discord,
Okay, there we go.
That's a sir. Just one moment, please. Oh, where is our last EM? Nishizumi. Oh, there it is.
Berthol's pacing, practicing her accent, trying to get into character.
So, just for clarity's sake, you will not be playing your characters aren't controlling these characters. You are these characters.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So, yeah, this will be a fun time for you guys.
Then how is that a test of us? Oh, wait, but we're helping. We're the crew that's helping with their test. Got it.
Yep, absolutely.
Question then: am I going to be given a list of the names before I walk into that?
No, you will not.
Cool.
Thrown in the deep end.
Truly, and yep. That statement is great.
Should at least know the names of my bridge crew.
They'll introduce themselves. Calm down.
We're NPCs. The name will be floating over our head. You know.
No, it's not going to be that easy.
It actually is that easy. I'm going to go turn those off right now.
Yeah, basically, are you saying I'm? Hold on, I'll send
I'm
it.
gonna go find. I've got a metal cover of Scotland the Brave, so I'm gonna go put that on to play.
The four of
really
you
curious. Did you just have me play this Vulcan because Nishizumi is very similar to a Vulcan?
Literally, you picked the character. Remember when I asked you to put 1, 2, 3? I'm not kidding around. You picked the Vulcan who thinks that people who have emotions are fucking dumb. You literally picked that character.
And in true fashion, I've got the Vulcan who doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah. So, alrighty. A couple about 50 minutes pass. Commander Hagen, you hear the communicator in your room go boop boop. Oh yeah, okay, we can do it like that. That's fine. Opens up, and in your doorway is Admiral Yannick.
Stand up.
Commander, at ease. These are your quarters. Well, your test begins in 9 minutes 45 seconds. Would you like an escort to the holodeck?
Certainly. Thank you. Okay.
And you see, as soon as you said, yeah, certainly, he turns around and walks down the hallway. He has kind of a brisk pace for an older guy. He's sort of...
I follow him. I walk at that medical intern pace, so it's right there with him.
Right. Yeah, Hagen, let me know at any time if you're trying to read him. I'll let you in if you just let me know.
Well, now that you said that,
well, that's in general for anyone. Just let me know. Dr. Hagen goes, well, Commander, are you excited? As you're sort of walking.
Well, I'm certainly. This was a surprise, but I believe I'm ready.
Well, as now a member of the command staff. And by the way, are you intending on keeping the blue or switching to the red?
Honestly,
as you continue walking.
I just got promoted yesterday. I'm not considered that yet.
Yeah. Well, that's completely up to you. You know, multidisciplinary and all. I sense that this whole thing was a little bit of a surprise to you. This entire thing.
Yes, Admiral. I was not expecting the promotion, nor was I expecting the assignment. However, I do believe I'm ready for it.
Well, I sure hope so, Commander. My one piece of you see, you get into a turbo lift, and he says, "Holodeck suites," and as you feel yourself going higher in the station, closer to like where the Repel mat is. Well, Commander, I have one and only one piece of advice for you. This is a test, but I need you to take it as seriously as though the holograms that you're about to meet are your own crew. You're a telepath, and while I am very aware of the advantages that telepathy brings to a command situation, they will not be of any help to you. As you are well aware.
So
Try...
going to be a holographic? simulation entirely?
Oh yes, fully holographic. Yes.
Ah.
uh, and Commander, my advice to you is this: treat it like a test. You're not going to be kicked out of Starfleet if you fail. Just try not to fail. The Vulcan holographic assessor is not the nicest of gentlemen, I will have to say, and I've met a
Well,
lot of
Admiral,
Vulcans.
I will have you know that my personal motto is failure is not an option.
Well, let's see how that lasts. And you see that as you were talking, you're left in front. Admiral goes, well, the program is running. Whenever you are ready, you may walk in.
Thank you, Admiral. And I kind of stand there for a second, brush off, kind of fiddle with my new pip for a second, and then walk in.
Okay. Not changing scenes yet, but you walk in and you find yourself walking into what appears to be a very similar area than you just walked into. It appears to be just a hallway with no ending on either side. And you see in front of you is standing a very tall Vulcan man. I'll actually show you his picture if I have one. I do not. That's okay.
I got you.
Oh, yeah.
Do 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 do.
Phenomena. As soon as the map loads, because I was definitely not on that tab.
Yep, there he is. If you want to zoom in and look at that, I don't know if you can make the token bigger, but you see this Vulcan. This Vulcan has what appears to be a data pad, and he's looks down, and you, as soon as you walk in and you're looking at a humanoid, you immediately feel, okay, this is all holographic. That's absolutely 100% the case for you.
Right.
And you see the Vulcan is just looking down at his data pad, appearing to type things up.
Is that an admiral's rank that I'm seeing here?
Yeah, you see a holographic Vulcan admiral is in front of you.
Then I address him as if he's Admiral?
Yes, and you are
Commander Kestra Hagen, MD.
MD. I see. Well, Commander, I have been authorized to provide you with 7 minutes and 20 seconds of preparatory time. Do you require the full use of that time?
5 minutes should do. Thank you.
You see, without any other response, the Vulcan turns and walks to like a far end of the hallway and continue. And you see, during that whole interaction, he did not look up from his data pad.
Right. Esther kind of stands there in the hallway for a second and does a full, like, almost calisthenics stretch routine just to shake out some of the nerves. It's a lot of long stretches, very, twists, turns, pulling limbs, just making sure everything's ready, just because she has that nervous energy.
Mm-hmm. You see, you're sort of doing calisthenic stretches. You're stretching your hands. You're making sure the big boys on either side of your torso are warm for whatever reason. And
Right.
And by approximately 5 minutes later, the Vulcan looks up. Actually, does not look up. Walks over to you, still with his head in his data pad, and says, "Your 5 minutes have expired. You may enter when ready." And you see a door materializes in front of you, and it appears to be a turbolift door.
I walk in, head held high. I'm gonna do that Picard adjustment of the uniform.
And now everybody gets dragged over. You walk in to the bridge of a very familiar layout of a bridge. You hear the Admiral, the Vulcan, following behind you. and you are surrounded by crew that you have never seen before.
The gold shirt jumps up and says, "Captain on the bridge."
At ease. Hold on, one second. Let me just put cadet.
This is
What's your name?
completely illogical to do this. She stands up, of course. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, following protocol, so illogical.
Right.
It's never
Hold on
illogical
the
to
bridge.
show a bit of
Names.
respect. Yes, ma'am.
Names. Cadet, and I point to the gold shirt.
Miguel, sir.
You, and I point to the Vulcan.
Which one?
The cadets, sir. To my left, if I'm facing towards the view screen.
You
So
can-
the engineer?
Yes.
Saucer? What is it?
Your name.
My name? My
Need
names
your
are
name.
illogical. You don't need a name.
Oh, okay. I'm going to step in here.
We need to tweak the program a little bit here.
Cadet Saucer. At your
Names are
service.
totally
Also-
logical.
Tell me your name.
I was just
Cadet
joking.
Tasai, sir.
That's
I was
Sci and Science. What's your name?
Scav, sir.
All right then.
We're sticking with it, I guess.
I gotta turn down the volume. Hold on.
Sorry. It's hard to do a quiet Scottish accent.
Oh, I know.
You should really try. Anyway,
Yeah.
Oh, quite a Scottish accent's right about here.
Yeah, sure. That's about where you'd go to.
from Glasgow.
Oh, fiddly
Uh,
dee potatoes.
Oh, I know
Wait.
you're from Scotland. What
Yeah,
part?
Scotland. I can only say the words Glasgow and Scotland in an accent, and that's all I can do. Anyways, getting back to reality.
We're all
here.
Scottish from now on.
No, please God.
The entire crew.
Dr. Hagen, you look
Hi.
to your right, and you see you are on board of an Intrepid class, but it is not your Intrepid class. You see the name on the masthead as you walk in, and the name on the plaque to your right is the USS Toth. Yeah.
Ben?
Wait, I thought,
THOH or what? How is that spelled?
THOTH.
THOTH. It's
Ah,
the
I was
Egyptian god
close.
of knowledge.
like TPH or T.
THOTH. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeesh.
Are you
Please
down
don't
here?
choke and die. It'd be very inconvenient.
Apologies. Excuse me. I've been coughing for this whole week. Anyways, the Vulcan assessor, the admiral, looks up and looks at you, Commander Hagen, and says, "Are you ready to begin the simulation?"
Yes, sir.
Your mission, as right now, the USS Toth is currently currently along the very close to the neutral zone of the Romulan neutral zone on the Shackleton side. Your current mission is studying a stellar nursery along that's a little bit further away from the neutral zone.
Understood. How far away are we from the current objective?
Begin program, and you see the Vulcan vanishes.
Right.
You see the view screen changes from being just sitting at space dock to you're in the middle of space. You're currently out of warp. Ship status is blue. Excuse me, not blue. Is all clear. You are currently looking at a beautiful nebula, similar, but still a little bit different than the one that you had encountered inside the neutral zone itself. Scav, yeah. Mhm.
Status report?
Well, what am I saying here?
You got to tell me what we're looking at.
Oh yes, and I'm asking the GM what I need to roll.
Cadet Scav, please give me a insight science roll. Difficulty of 2.
Wow, this is one I can't click anything on Scat's character sheet.
What? Okay, 2 seconds. Oh, yeah, I missed you.
1, 2.
My guile says, "Come on, Scav, don't haze the new captain."
Close it, open it, you should be good to go.
Got it. Okay. That was Insight Science.
Inside science, please. Yes.
This is a
difficulty of 2.
terrible science officer. All right, 1 Insight Science coming right up.
Did you want to buy any dice, perhaps, or
Well,
no?
no, not at the moment.
Okay.
What was the difficulty on it?
2.
Oh, okay.
The ship will assist. The ship will assist with sensors science.
No
What?
success, though. You didn't succeed.
Ah, yes, you did not succeed, so that actually goes away.
Actually, isn't the advanced sensor suites reduces the difficulty by 1?
Yep. You still didn't roll any successes, so there aren't any assists that can happen if you don't roll at least 1 success.
That's terrible.
Cadet Scav, you scan. The sensors appear to, for whatever reason, be slightly occluded, but you do know from your programming, you know that you are approximately maybe 6 light years away from the Romulan neutral zone, and you are currently in the middle of a survey of a stellar nursery.
All right. Well, surveying the stellar nursery is a bit of a problem at the moment, Captain. The sensors aren't able to pick up much. There's something occluding our sensors. I recommend we can try to filter it out or move in closer to the nursery.
Move in closer and run a what's the lowest level diagnostic?
1.
1.
Run a level 1 diagnostic. See if we can figure out what's going on.
Aye, Captain.
Okay. Make the same roll inside science at difficulty 0 as the ship moves closer into the nebula.
All right. Hey!
There we go.
Okay, the ship will assist with sensor science.
Okay.
I was going to say,
Science.
rule question, just if you have a difficulty 0 and it lowers the difficulty by 1, does that mean you get 1 success automatically?
No.
It just means that even if you roll 0 successes, you still succeed.
Gotcha. I was hoping for a momentum, that's all.
It's all
Gain
good.
3 right there.
Yeah, 3 momentum.
Mm-hmm.
3 momentum generated. Apologies. God damn it, Edwards. Excuse me. You see that the stellar nursery is currently in a state of expansion. It appears to be a rather recent anomaly, recent in galactic terms. It's going to expand past to where you are currently, and a little bit further. If you'd like to ask any other questions, you may spend to obtain information.
No, I think I'm good.
Well, as the ship's science officer, don't I get to free ask?
Ew.
Yeah.
All right. So, it is currently in a state of expansion. Is there anything interesting or unusual going on with this stellar nursery?
Appears like this stellar nursery is comprised of some heavier metals towards the center of the stellar nursery. The stars that are going to be forming from this nursery are going to all be a majority of them are going to be main sequence stars. Some of them may be slightly smaller, just based on the way that you're projecting the condension of matter.
Well, Captain, got much clearer picture of what's going on now.
And what would that be?
The stellar nursery is currently in a state of expansion. Judging by the concentration of heavy metals I'm seeing here, it looks like most of the things this will birth will be main sequence stars.
Noted in the ship's log, and continue scans.
Aye, Captain.
Just one moment.
If it's allowable, what McGee? I'm not sure how it's pronounced. McGee. Miguel, is sitting there and visibly a bit bored. His talents are not being utilized at this point. There's not really much for him to do, so he is actively looking for trouble. Not in a irresponsible way, but literally just is sending pings out, scans out, just looking around for any kind of ships or anything that might take him be more interesting than this little science mission.
Oh, well, with that, absolutely. Go ahead and give me a.
I did say to continue scans. So.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me. Go ahead and give me actually. 1 moment. Reason.
Security, maybe.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me no insight security. Doesn't really matter. Your score's the same. Difficulty of 1.
All right. Oh shoot, I'm blocked here. I was gonna say, I don't know if cowboy at heart or any of these values. Exploration.
There will be a use for your value later. Save it.
Okay, so or focus, I guess would be right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, focus.
Okay.
Do you have a focus in communications? Do you have or anything like that?
Shoot, I don't have any focuses listed at all.
So funny. 1 moment. I trusted.
I was
everybody.
looking at talents for some reason.
That's okay. 1 moment. They are incoming.
Okay.
Boop.
Send him to me too. I'll update the sheet as he plays.
Boop.
Okay. Let's see. Investigation, shipboard tactics, systems tactics. Any of those could work, I think.
Yeah. I'll take Yeah, I'll give you a focus for this. Sure. Yeah, go ahead and roll with focus. Just difficulty 1, insight security.
Okay. And let's see. Yeah, I'll just roll.
Cool. Complication there. No momentum generated. That complication is still standing. You can spend 2 momentum to quash if you'd like.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
And I don't think I can reroll, or can I reroll with the untapped?
Nope. No. You do have bolt security.
Yes.
Which if you would have added the threat, you would have been.
Oh, okay. I was tempted. I almost did that too. Oh well.
Okay. Okay, we'll quash with 2 then.
Right.
You're sort of looking through the haze, and you've actually detected a transmission coming not from the stellar nursery, but from really close to the Romulan neutral zone.
Hey, Captain. Don't mean to interrupt this wonderful experiment here, but I'm picking up a transmission over closer to the neutral zone.
Relay the transmission.
All right, I'll put it through.
Mm-hmm. Just 1 moment. I'm going to give you something to read. Just give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'll act it out.
Okay.
Attention, this is the Kobayashi Maru. We have lost power and are stranded on the edge of the neutral zone. We are drifting into Romulan territory, and we request immediate assistance. Anyone, please advise.
I come through priority 1.
As far as I can tell, it's a bit. I'm just barely picking it up, but yeah, it sounds like it.
Are there any other Starfleet ships in the quadrant or in the sector?
As far as I'm aware, it's just us out here.
Set course for the source of that transmission, maximum warp.
You got it.
Tasai, please give me a control con.
Absolutely.
Difficulty of you're setting course for the source of a transmission, so give me difficulty 2.
Right, sighting helm operations.
Yep.
Ah, you're so mean. You didn't give me bold or cautious.
You're welcome.
All right, I want to succeed, so bind with threat.
Okay. Awesome. That is 4 successes on the difficulty 2. 2 momentum generated. Yeah, you feel the nacelles, and you turn and as you continue, you are all being moved to. One moment. Okay. Everybody should see the map, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's correct.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The Intrepid is us, I assume. The Toph.
Absolutely. If you hover over it should say the name.
Yep.
This is the space as you see it before you. This is around where the source of the transmission.
Cadet
am I
Scav, give me a full sensor scan. Tell me where that ship is.
Hey, Captain. Let's see what we can find.
Okay. Specifically, what are you scanning for?
I am looking for a damaged ship.
Okay, just one moment. Go ahead and give me Insight Science, difficulty of 1.
All right, let's see here.
The fuck is that?
Don't worry about that. I didn't know if you guys would pick gender, so I have a female and male version of each cadet.
I'll go ahead and spend for 1 momentum.
Oh, okay.
I forgot how scary the Tellarites were in Star Trek Online.
Yeah.
There were no other female Tellarites I could find, so.
Genuinely, they're so terrifying for no reason.
Does Scav have cautious?
No, Scav does not have cautious.
Oh, okay. 1 momentum generated. You detect the USS Kobayashi Maru. The Kobayashi Maru is as follows. I will give you the stats of it. You know from your computer databanks, and it's now cross-referenced with your sensors, the USS Kobayashi Maru is a Miranda-class vessel with a standard complement of that size. I believe a Miranda-class is scale 4. So they have approximately 175 souls on board. You do detect it. Its position on the map is as it is. So as you can see, the USS Kobayashi Maru is currently on the Romulan side of the neutral zone.
It's on the Romulan side of the neutral zone?
Yep, if everybody zooms out, you can see
Right.
that.
Cadet Scav, give me a scan of the area. Look for Tetrion emissions.
Aye, Captain. Searching for Tetrion emissions.
Okay.
I'm looking for cloaked Romulan vessels.
I would like to use, before we go further, incisive scrutiny on my scan of the Kobayashi Maru.
Okay.
Does it look like she was attacked or suffered a failure?
One moment, please. Just pulling up my information here. You detect that your readings on the ship are not conclusive as to what caused the issue. However, they are without main and auxiliary power. They are on emergency power only. And they are I will that's the information that you get from that.
Okay. So yeah, Let's scan for those Tetrion emissions. Looked for us some cloaked ships.
Okay. Go ahead and give me. I'm spending threat. 1 moment. Go ahead and give me insight science difficulty of 3 to 4 and to 5.
Anything I can do to help and see if it maybe looks like a trap?
Go ahead and give me, as an assist, go ahead and give me insight security, either insight or reason security, as an assist. I don't know.
Okay. And would that also fit under tactics?
Tactics, absolutely.
And I would argue that if we can find a cloaked ship before they fire on us, that'd be great. So if you're going to spend determination,
yeah, definitely. I bold security, or I can spend a threat, or spend a determination. Oh,
if any of your values apply.
let's see. Oh yeah, got to take risks to get results. Does that fit?
I take in what way are you taking?
Oh, I guess I guess my next the next thing I was going to suggest is what I had in my head. So never mind. We'll get to that. I don't really have anything other than exploration's the heart, but I don't think that really.
We are
Yeah,
exploring.
What's that?
I said we are exploring.
True. True. But this is specifically. Oh, I guess it's part of looking for the. Yeah, I don't know.
So you're assisting, so only the main task roller can use a determination.
Right, that's what I was thinking. Okay. All right, so I'll just do focus, 1 complication. I'm not going to spend a threat. It'll be up to you. Up to fate.
Okay. We'll ignore that. You're only going to roll 1 dice for the assist. We're waiting on the main task roll still, right?
Yeah. All right. I will spend 1 momentum.
Okay. 1 momentum for a 3rd die. Cadet Miguel, I'm going to remove that roll actually from the board.
Sure.
Make sure that whenever this goes for everybody, when we're assisting people, always wait until after they roll.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that it doesn't impact the amount of resources that are spent.
Perfect. Thank you. I didn't know that.
That's totally fine. Just
Also,
one
roll
moment.
one die?
to go and change one of Scav's focuses. Because I doubt he had a focus in debauchery.
I don't know.
I
Wasn't
changed
me
that
who spelled it
to,
like that.
Debate.
I'm gonna give my determination here to Scav as the commanding officer.
Oh.
Okay.
Nice.
And
You now have a 2nd point of determination.
does my focus in investigation come into play?
What I'm saying is you don't have to cite a value to use that determination, so you could just use it to get the 2 successes here.
That sounds like fun. I'm going to do that.
I'll take investigation, as a focus.
Outstanding, which means I'm only rolling 2 dice because 1 is the automatic crit, I believe.
That's correct.
There we go.
Damn!
And then I roll 1?
Yep, make sure you roll 1. Yep.
There you go.
Ship.
And the ship also assists with sensor science.
Yeah.
As
1 momentum generated. Your scans do, in fact, reveal a Romulan bird of prey. From the time that you scanned, your Romulan bird of prey is in this cell.
Okay.
Would you like to spend to gain any determination? Any information? You have
I
insight.
don't need to. I have incisive scrutiny. Incisive scrutiny. I almost said incisive. Not quite the right word. But yeah. Can I deduce bearing?
Like which way the ship is going?
Yes.
You detect that the Tentrion emissions are not moving in any particular direction, but they are maintaining their current position.
Okay. Captain, we've got a bird of prey out there. It looks like she's just waiting to pounce.
Tactical. Get a lock on that position. Prepare to unleash the second there is any kind of aggressive action.
You got it, Captain. I'll give her my best.
Captain.
Should we try and reach
It
out,
would be
explain the
remiss of
situation?
me to point out that this Romulan vessel is in fact on the Romulan side of the neutral zone.
Understood,
Isn't
Scav.
the Romulan side of the neutral zone still within the neutral zone, which means they are breaking the treaty?
Yes,
That's fair, it's a no man's land.
Although if they're exploring our vessel drifting over there, I suppose they have as much of an excuse as we do.
Hail the Kobayashi Maru.
Opening channel, I think.
Attention, Kobayashi Maru. This is Commander Kestra Hagen aboard the USS Toth. Do you require assistance?
Who is attempting to communicate with the who is at the station trying to facilitate communication?
Scav. It'd be Scav or McGuile. They would be the ones who open comms. Actually, it'd be
Gonna be-
me. Depends on the episode.
Access to communications even help. So who would like to make the roll? It's going to be an engineering roll. I won't tell you the difficulty until somebody takes who's going to do the
It's
roll.
going
In
to
that
be an
case,
engineering role. I would
I'll do it.
like. So, sir.
I was about to volunteer, but
Oh, then go for it.
but Scav can assist if they want.
No, fuck that. Make orders, Hagen. You're being
Sir,
tested.
establish communications with the Kobayashi Maru.
Who are you? I missed the important part of that, which was the name.
Sir.
Okay.
Yes.
I would like to assist if I can.
I will allow an assist. Yep, and the ship will assist as well.
Yep.
This will be control engineering. This is difficulty of 4.
All right. And will you take computers as a focus or astrophysics?
I will not. No.
Nope. Okay. Well, no focus.
What if you bounce the signal off the nebula that's near? No, just kidding.
Yeah. Alrighty then. And difficulty was 4, you said?
Difficulty is 4.
Oof. Ouch. All right.
Are you buying any dice?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'll give you 1 threat for 3 dice, and she has no bold or cautious.
This would
Oh, I
be
guess
so
we
much
should take that.
easier if I could use my telepathy.
I guess she's. Alright, I guess she's a cadet though, so that makes. All right, so I got that 3 dice. Let's see, difficulty 4. You know what? Screw it. I'll match you with the 4 with 4 dice. I'll give you a more threat for 4 dice.
Sounds good. We're waiting on assists from Scav and the ship.
What would the ship's role be?
Communications engineering.
Already got it.
So,
No.
can I use reason engineering?
No.
Balls.
Mhm.
There we go.
So the Tetrion emissions are there, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's where it was spotted at. So the channel was opened, or just
You after I would say about 15 seconds, you hear a crackly communication. This is the Kobayashi Maru. We require urgent assistance. We are losing life support. We have many casualties. Please assist in any way you can.
In our initial scan, did we register any hull breaches
Any hull breaches?
on the Kobayashi Maru?
on your initial scan, I don't believe that specific thing was asked about. So you would have to do another scan.
Okay. Right then. Helm, bring us in.
Captain,
ma'am.
we should at least reach out to the Romulans, don't you think? Let them know
I
we
would
know
rather
they're
them
there.
not know that we know they're there.
All right.
To be fair, if it was any other stellar empire, I would agree with you. But when dealing with the Romulans, there is a level of plausible deniability that's best.
Well, they are in the middle of the neutral zone. We could hail them and say, hey, we know you're violating the neutral zone. If you give that wee little ship a nudge back over to our side, we may overlook that violation.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Not the worst thing I've heard today, Captain.
Like a general wide, out of character. This is like a general. So you're planning on making like a general wide message, letting whoever's there say, "Hey, this ship is violating."
No. We call out their bearing. Let them know that we know exactly where they are.
Okay.
I would rather not give them the opportunity to reposition.
I'm
True.
gonna cut you guys off there. For the delay, I am adding 2 threat.
Cool. Take us in.
Yes, Captain.
We are officially we are currently in combat actions at this point. Helm, please tell me where you are going to be.
To be clear, I did order tactical. The second they uncloak with any
Correct.
kind of hostile intent, they are getting shot at.
Yep. So I'm going to get into this zone, but as
Am
close
I
to the
able
edge
to lock
as I
onto
can
them,
without
though?
actually
That's the
going
question. Because we just know the general area. I can't really get a lock, can I?
The way that it works is you have where they are.
Mhm.
You are able to aim. You are able to manually aim your weapons to where they are.
Sure.
Not necessarily lock onto it.
Gotcha.
Right, but the second they appear, you will be able to. So.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready.
Okay.
Captain. Captain, with a bit of power, I could get us as close as possible. There is a tiny little, so out of character. There's a tiny little sector.
No.
All right, then I go there.
Absolutely not. Never in a million years.
What's the thing?
If you
Now I'm
zoom in
curious.
onto the corner of the Kobayashi Maru's quadrant, there is a tiny bit of black space. And I was going to argue that I could park the ship there and get close range.
You
Just
cheap
a hair.
motherfucker.
That's fair.
Just a hair.
Yeah.
Over the open communication line, I am going to say, Kobayashi Maru, this is the USS Toth. We are closing in to provide, to render aid.
Yep.
Wait a minute, what's the range on a tractor beam?
Close range.
It's close.
Yeah, we
range.
can't
That's
get that
what I was
close.
Trying to get in that spot.
Huh, yeah.
It might be better if we can get close into a power transfer, but
Captain, this is as close as I can get to the Kobayashi Maru without breaching the neutral zone.
And just for your information, this cell, this cell, this cell, and this cell, and this cell are all on the Romulan side.
it's still within the neutral zone, though, correct?
Correct. But crossing that line, you would be violating treaty.
Are there not provision? Can I make any kind of roll to know if there's a provision in the treaty for rendering aid to damaged starships?
Yeah, go ahead and give me reason command. Reason command. I'll say reason command difficulty of 3.
I'll spend a momentum to get a dice.
Okay.
I don't have a focus that would apply here, so. Hey!
You know that the Treaty of Algernon has no specific legislation or terms in regards to ships in distress. The wording in the Treaty of Algernon is very clear. Any infraction, it means the potential dissolution of the entire neutral zone, and the Treaty of Peace could be rescinded by any infraction.
Right then. Broadband, communication pulse to any listening ships. We are going to provide aid to a ship in distress.
Mhm.
And we're gonna move in close range, trying to see if we can figure out what's going on with the Kobayashi Maru.
Okay. One thing at a time. You open up an open communication, and you say what you just said.
Yeah, just a broadband pulse of we are providing aid to a ship in distress, just so that no miscommunication happens here. This is not an invasion. This is a, hey, let's get our ship and drag it back.
You receive a message back on a directed frequency. Do you accept it?
Yes.
The USS Kobayashi Maru has drifted into the Romulan neutral zone. They are now in violation of treaty. Your request is denied, Captain.
Oh, Captain, can we please tell them they're already in violation now? Preferably
Don't
on a
actually
view screen
know
so I
they're
can see the
there.
look on their face.
They could technically be sending this information from a communication post. Technically.
Kind of like do the motion to cut the chatter.
Mm-hmm.
Any Romulan presence in the Romulan neutral zone is a violation of the treaty. So, if I go to retrieve my ship, and there are Romulan ships waiting to fire on me, I will be peeved. Goes in.
Okay. So,
Miguel just looks at you. Peeved, Cap?
That means
Not Cap.
might be acting a little bit Tallarite-ish if you catch my meaning. Good on you, lass.
What were your orders?
Close in. We're going to provide aid.
I get transporters at the ready, see if we can lock onto as many life signs as possible.
Yes, sir.
With that action, we are now officially in combat. So you can use your turn to move into within close range. That will be the person's turn, if you would like.
Can I use my... I'm a little unclear as to how the actual mechanics of this game work. Can I use my turn to command the helmsperson to move into close range, and then the helmsperson can still take their turn, or is it that uses the helmsperson's turn?
Yep. So that is called a direct task. Your direct task tells somebody else to act on your turn, and you assist with presence command.
It is not
Presence
their turn.
medicine.
They are not taking an action. They still get their turn.
Yep.
Yeah,
With presence medicine, because I am coercing a person to do a thing.
Commanding officer reference is your friend.
Can you message it to me? But yes, that's what I will do.
Oh,
If you go over to
the
little
word.
book-
We're gonna hash this out because the word coercion.
Okay, so let me read it off. When you attempt a task to coordinate others or coerce someone into taking or refraining from a specific course of action, you may use your medicine discipline instead of command. I would argue that any order that I give on the bridge would fall under coordinate others.
Okay, I thought that you were making your case based on coercion, which is not correct. But since you're making your case based on coordination, yeah, I'll give that to you.
Wow, it's just a little treaty violation. You know, you want to.
So
Hey, I'm not the only one violating the treaty if a Romulan ship shows up. So
okay, so that is the commanding officer's direct action. Please, the helmsperson, Cadet Tasai, please give me control con to maneuver within the same space. I'm going to increase difficulty from 0 to 1.
Okay.
This will be assisted by the ship's engine con.
I'm assisting with
assisted
that.
by the captain.
Okay, I'm going to delete that because we're gonna. Yeah, now you can roll for the assist.
I was only rolling 2 because I had the ship and her. So
No. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm letting you know that roll did not change my decision, but
Okay.
I understand deleting the roll.
Yep. Awesome. And now the ship engine's con as well. Okay, that is 3. That is 2 momentum with one float.
Captain within tractor distance and transport distance.
Should we send any
However,
message?
We have violated the neutral zone.
Should we send a message to Starfleet, or is this a plausible deniability situation?
Inform Starfleet.
That will be an action.
Well then,
And
hold
you
off
have
for
used
now.
your turn. If you would like to act again, it would be 2 momentum for a swift task. If somebody else would like to keep the initiative, it is 2 momentum to keep the initiative.
If anyone would like to keep the initiative, you can spend the momentum. Oh dear.
No, ignore those. That was me just building a battle tracker.
Right. Maybe the engineering could start, or operations could start preparing transporter to transport the crew over to our ship.
Okay. You can. So, in order to transport, your shields need to be down. That is a minor task, minor action, and then you can.
We haven't put the shields up yet, have we?
Not yet.
Oh, you went into the neutral zone with no shields up?
Yeah, apparently.
May I recommend paying to maintain and having our
Sorry, I'm a little
Mhm.
discombobulated.
Yeah.
Let me back up.
Should we go yellow
Great.
at least, or red alert?
Right, let me back up.
Well, yeah, we'd have to
Initiate
have
yellow alert
power to weapons,
into
right?
the neutral zone. Prepare to render aid.
Okay. So great. Shields up is a minor action. I was giving you a little bit of shit because I'm assuming who
Right.
wouldn't put their shields up in this situation. And Captain, as a matter of courtesy, what is the alert level at this point?
Yellow alert. No.
All right. I don't have a yellow alert sound, unfortunately. So
Does that mean we don't have power to weapons? Is that how that works?
you don't need to. Mechanically, you don't ever need to divert power. You can just spend power to fire your weapons.
Oh, okay.
But right now, for color reasons, you have not charged your weapons technically.
Gotcha.
So. Sorry, one moment. Okay. So you have used your direct action to have the helmsperson have the helmsperson act on your turn to move the ship within close range of the Kobayashi Maru. If you would like anybody else to act, you need to spend 2 momentum, keep the initiative, and then somebody else can use their turn.
Which of us would run transporters?
That would be from the internal system, so that would be engineering.
Okay.
I leave it up to you. If you don't want to, it'll be my turn.
Yeah, I can't command anyone to do it, but I would like it if engineering could see if they can get a transporter lock on those crewmen, or at the very least... Actually, on second thought, operations, target the Kobayashi Maru with the tractor beam.
Nishizumi?
Nishizumi said
Second,
BRB.
Oh, okay.
as a tactical officer. I know. Would that reduce our maneuverability if we're towing him?
Also, tracking falls under weapons.
All I'm asking is a lock. I'm not asking to actually engage it yet.
Just curious, because I think he would say something along the lines of, we're going to be moving like a slug if we're towing that thing, or something like that.
Understood.
So you have you know where the Kobayashi Maru is, and the sensors know where the Kobayashi Maru is. In order to engage the tractor beam, it's literally a weapon to hit the Kobayashi Maru to engage the tractor beam. In which case, you would be able to then move with it. Does that make sense? Okay.
So you could, in theory. So we paid to maintain.
You have not paid to maintain yet.
Oh, we have not paid to maintain. Okay. So basically, we've moved close enough. Tactical takes their turn to lock on. Then Helm takes their turn, which hasn't happened yet, to pull them out. That's how that mechanically would work, providing nothing goes wrong.
I would like to spend 2 momentum to keep the initiative since no one else is saying it.
Well,
It's your ship. This is your test.
Right.
Yeah.
And engineering, please take a lock. As soon as Nishizumi gets back, we will do that.
okay. A lock meaning what?
Tractor
Just
lock.
so
We're going to have to drop our shields.
You don't have
Not for
to
a
drop
tractor
our
beam.
shields for tractor.
Oh, I thought you said we had to. Sorry.
That's for a
Ignore me.
transporter.
That's what it was.
Yep. And for a tractor beam, it's going to be tactical, actually. Because it's a weapon. It's in the weapon systems. Mechanically, just letting you know. But
You said it's going to be who?
it's going to be tactical.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
This test is going great so far.
Yeah. This is
About
like
as expected.
it's like an IRL teach the player to command.
Mhm.
Which is totally fine.
The
Yeah.
command position is super fun, but you don't really do anything. But what you do is, so the direct task and telling you to scan are two different things. You don't have to listen to me if I'm not using direct task, but do the thing.
Interesting when it's always interesting when we introduce hierarchy into a game where it's normally like a cooperative thing. That's like the one part of this game that's the hardest. That since there's a rank structure, there is kind of a hierarchy in it. You know what I mean?
And so that boils down to, in combat, do what we say. Out of combat, take their opinions into account.
Mm-hmm.
Give them their time to go to the holodeck and build a tank. That's a random example.
As you do.
Nishizumi, are you back yet or no? Sad. Okay.
Mana.
What is unlocking on to McGuile's turn anyway?
Yeah, so if you'd like tactical to go and use the tractor beam, it would be tactical.
Yeah, it would be me.
Okay, great. So for tactical to engage the tractor beam, so this would be your action. Your tractor beam is going to be control security.
Okay.
Difficulty of 2, assisted by the ship's structure security.
All right. And let's see. Any of the tactics, shipboard tactical systems, focus? Yeah.
Or tax systems would do it.
Oh, okay. And I definitely think it'd be worth to buy a threat. Just buy a threat. Or no, we got momentum, right? Or
Yeah, we
should we
have
save
momentum.
that for maintaining?
Always save 2, but if you want to spend, it's fine, as long as we're above 2.
All right, let's use 1.
Okay, for a third dice, sounds good. Alrighty, 1 momentum generated. You successfully lock on a tractor beam to the Kobayashi Maru. Now, I am going to do this. One moment,
Yeah.
please. Edwards, how do I double click on the token, right?
Yeah,
Never
just
mind, I got
double-click
it.
on the token. It'll, yep, there we go.
Okay,
Those,
one moment.
yeah, those character sheets are D-linked, so whatever you do to one doesn't do to the other.
Right. One
Unlike
second.
all of the
please.
Hagans earlier today, which were not linked.
Mhm.
And I had to go to each tab and update her.
Okay. One moment, please. This is going to be. Spend a threat for a third die.
Oh dear. There's a Star Trek battle music. There it is.
Oh, come on. We don't even have a Lurpa.
Still making rolls, sorry.
We accept
too
your
many
apology
rolls.
insofar we can hold it against you.
4 plus 2. 4 plus security.
Also, grilled cheese sandwiches are delicious.
They are great. I eat a ridiculous amount of those with tomato soup.
Now you got me wanting grilled cheese
Spending 1 to reroll.
and tomato soup.
And I've got nice little Colby and Monterey Jack with sharp cheddar.
I think
Slice
that
of
brings
each.
it down to 0 damage because our resistance is 4, right?
I have vicious.
Ah,
So that's 2, 4, 6, 7. Minus 4.
You were right until that point. Everyone but the Federation has vicious.
There's
I
a
got
very good
vicious
reason
on my
for
right
that
hook.
as well.
Yeah. We
And it's not ideological, it's technological. Everyone else's weapons are weapons. Phasers are tools.
I'm spending 2 to swift task.
I think I argued that once in one. Actually, yeah, it was in our first mission against the. I convinced him to let us have one phaser for that mission, using that argument. Calm
The
down,
tension is
please.
the tension is palpable.
I know, right? Please stop.
that one doesn't hit, right?
It takes 2 to hit.
Ah,
All attacks are a base 2, unless other things are engaged in attack patterns. Blah blah blah.
Spending 1 to reroll. Okay, that is 10 minus 4 equals 6. Two, two disruptor beams lance into both the Kobayashi Maru and the USS Toph. The Kobayashi Maru takes the heavier brunt of the two. As you see a hull breach lance through the Kobayashi Maru's hull. Your ship, your shields take 3 damage. Awesome.
Is it yip yap damage?
Yep. I was trying to get
Kobayashi
you a
Maru takes
better
sonic
one
damage.
here, but
Okay.
let's see.
And then that is all I'm going to do. That is my turn.
Oh, balls. Got
Callum,
the
get us
red old
between the
butter and
Kobayashi
shit.
Maru
I
and the
forgot to
Romulans.
heat up the damn pan.
Hi, Captain. I am going to use my. I guess I can go here, which is still within the same zone, and I can move anywhere within it for free, basically.
Yep.
Okay, cool. And then doing that, I want to activate evasive maneuvers,
Okay.
which allows me to put me between them and give us increased defensives. Although it doesn't, the two things don't really add up. Like, I'm
Okay.
putting myself to take the shot while I'm. Yeah, I can't do both, like, in my brain. No.
Basically, we're making ourselves the more dangerous target.
Yeah, which means I can't use evasive action, so I'm going to use attack pattern. Yeah.
Okay, great. So you're going to use attack pattern. Please make Daring Con difficulty 2, assisted by your ship's weapons con.
Daring Con, difficulty 2. Helm operations, naturally.
Mhm.
Assisted by Yield Ship. That is a shuttle, not a ship. Because I got so many things open, I didn't know if I succeeded. Yay, I did it! Okay, we got there.
Awesome. All of your ship's difficulty to hit the Romulan Warbird go down by.
The fuck?
What was that? What the fuck was that?
It might have been laser fire.
So, question to the GM.
Yeah.
Can we, from a glance, see if whatever the Romulan Warbird hit was engineering
It on your ship or the Kobayashi Maru?
on the Kobayashi Maru? I want to know if we can power up their engines.
It looks like the breach. One moment. It looks like their weapons emplacements were damaged.
Why the fuck did the Kobayashi Maru have weapon emplacements?
The Miranda class.
Well,
Can we
I
spend
suppose, but
2
traditionally the
to-
Kobayashi Maru was a civilian transport.
Jack, you helped me level up to the Guan Yu for the intro. You saw me.
I
on
don't
Miranda.
know
I
if I
shot
can
the
do
thing.
all of this at once. But let me know if there's something I can do to do this. I'd like to spend, keep, hell, engineering to initiate a power transfer. Just get the Kobayashi Maru enough power to get their engines up and running, and tell the Kobayashi Maru to jet.
Okay. To initiate a power transfer?
Mm-hmm.
By what mechanism are you intending?
Star
on
Trek
doing
ships have the ability to initiate a wireless power transfer between ships. It's been shown in the series multiple times. We can only
Okay.
keep once per round, though. Which,
Hang
we've
on a
already
tick.
capped this round, though, so you'd have to wait until our next turn. But also,
Right.
yeah.
Is this Kobayashi Maru a Starfleet vessel?
yes.
Then we should not be assisting her.
Why?
Because her captain... look. A Starfleet vessel being captured is one thing, but it's already violated the neutral zone. A civilian vessel has, like, no real control over the situation.
Did it drift there, though? That's the question.
It says it drifted there.
The Starfleet vessel that
Okay.
drifted into the neutral zone and has been disabled. We are
All right,
assisting.
folks.
Starfleet
folks.
General Order 2. Yeah.
Okay. What's the plan? Would you like to keep?
We can't keep. We've already spent for this round.
You're right. But the helmless person can swift task.
I can definitely swift task. I can pay to definitely do a second thing. We've locked on with a tractor beam. Why the
Yep.
fuck didn't we just pull out?
Wait, do we still have the tractor beam lock?
Yep.
Well, then let's just pull the thing out.
That's what I was wondering.
So I'm gonna.
I thought that
task.
the weapons disengaged that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah, and I assumed it didn't go through for some reason. Okay, so I'm gonna swift task to pull the thing with me. If it's locked on, it should hopefully get to there. Because I don't want to jump to warp, which means I can't go any further than that.
Okay. So yeah, doing that with. So you're just looking to move out of range.
Yeah,
Well,
'cause
you'd be
I
looking to
can-
move to this to this square.
Yeah, because I can maneuver anywhere within medium range. I'd have to go to warp to get any further. So I have
Which
to
is-
stay here.
which
I
is-
can't do, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless Kelly does like a week's worth of work, we're not towing at warp.
What do you
Okay,
mean
great.
a week's worth. We just extend our warp bubble
Oh,
around it. We
wait,
tow things
no.
at warp all the time.
Yeah, good point. I can impulse for power requirement of 1, and I can go to anywhere within long range, which means I can, in fact, tow all the way out here.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, swift task and impulse there, and hope the tractor beam holds.
Okay, awesome. That is going to be Control Con. Difficulty of. I'm spending difficulty since you're moving with something in tow at impulse at a high impulse speed. The difficulty is going to go up by 2. I'm increasing the difficulty by 3 to 3 and 4.
Logically, we should do this slowly, but I'm fairly confident in our technology and we can do this quickly, allowing me to cite the value of when piloting, I can safely be illogical and trust my feelings.
I'd allow it.
Okay. That gives me that. I'm going to buy up. I'm down to 2 momentum, by the way, for the swift task.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to buy up to 3.
And your difficulty actually is 5 because the swift task is at increased difficulty.
Yep. Okay. So I am going to buy all the way up to. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to buy all the way up to 5 with threat. Wait, what do I have for talents?
Oh god.
That's a lot of threat.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't want to get rid of the 2 momentum because I can't reroll if it's a complication.
That's true. Can I? I'm trying to think if I could assist here.
No,
Should
this is
be
all
assisting
Helm.
this.
Yeah.
Your flyby talent lets you not increase the difficulty of a
haha,
second task.
Yeah. I was just
If
open.
the second task involves piloting a vessel.
Yep.
Difficulty of 4.
Okay, difficulty 4. I can work with that.
Nice.
Are you in the bathroom?
Alright. Okay. Alright, cool. Still gonna buy up to 4 with threat, so that's 3 threat for you. Dropping my pool down to 3 for the determination, so there'll be 4 dice rolled. And let's fucking go.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking
One mo-
hologram. Why is this so stressful?
1 momentum generated.
Captain, we successfully towed the Moru out of the Romulan neutral zone. Additionally, I am prepared to assist in any attack patterns moving forward.
Might be worth sending that message to Starfleet now, Captain.
Yes. So.
So that at least the Romulans know that the message goes out if they cross over.
Yes. Please do so.
Okay.
Am I still being heard? People hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I don't know who would send the message, so that's what.
That
I'm
would
waiting
be Ops, I believe, does the communications.
All right.
I'm not mistaken.
So, that's going to be on your next turn, as it is now my turn.
Correct.
Cool. 1 moment. Do. Do, 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 do.
Also, just a quick clarification. Since
Uh-huh.
we're not interposing ourselves to do the attack patterns, should we just go back to having done the evasive maneuvers?
I don't like retroactively changing things.
Nope.
The decisions were made, and then we realized,
Decisions were
we're
made.
idiots. Yeah.
Truer words have
really
never been
impressed.
spoken about tabletop players.
Right? Also, I'm impressed that Durethal has a soundbar that I am envious of. Like, that wasn't me in the game.
Jeez, don't do that again. That really hurt my ears.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know it was that loud.
Um.
Is that better?
One moment.
There's two now? Cool.
It's called a no-win scenario for a reason.
Yeah.
Oops. One and that's okay. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 minus 4 equals 5. Okay. Somebody would like to, if somebody would please roll a d20.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. That is to your structure.
Oh no. Why? Never let me roll for the ship again.
Okay. Your ship now has a breach to its structure. One moment, please.
Well, I can't say I expected any different from the Romulans.
Right.
That is closed-minded and racist of you. These Romulans could be an individual sect. However, their actions are unfortunate.
More than likely, they're Tal Shiar anyway.
Okay, maybe it's closed-minded, but if they hadn't, would you have been surprised?
And then I'm spending one additional threat to burst your shields, doing another breach. Edwards, please roll another d20.
No, I've only hit structures.
That is your sensor.
I think I hit all the structures in the Tenjin too. That's why we got completely fucked.
Okay. Swift task.
What asshole gave you so much threat?
He is now out of threat, though, so... What I want to know is why these Romulan birds of prey are hitting like warbirds.
Kelly must
Because
have modified the test.
We're being fucked, that's why. They have decided we're gonna die, so the Romulans are gonna make sure we're gonna fucking die. Makes perfect
2,
sense to me.
4, 6, 8, 9. 9 minus 4 equals 5. That is 2 more breaches. Please roll 2d20, Edwards.
Wait a minute, how is that 2 more breaches?
Your shields are down.
Yeah. Every breach
Does
after
that-
shields go down is 2 breaches.
Does that soundboard of yours have taps on it? We may need it.
That's a 10 and a 15.
Those are both for structure.
Okay, we are at structure breach of... Okay, 3. One more structure breach and we're dead in the water.
Okay, just one moment, please.
Test. There we go.
Sorry about all the. I'm looking at like 75 million screens. Apologies. Also, my voice. I am going to be going on vocal rest after this.
Nah, you're good.
Excuse me.
Have another old fashioned.
That's probably what got me into this mess at the beginning, anyways. Of course, after my fourth old fashioned, I was trying to do cartwheels in the bar, and they told me to stop.
You could do cartwheels?
That's a
I
birthday
can't-
story.
I'm a very large man, and I cannot do cartwheels.
That's why it was impressive.
But I did do pretty. I actually did pretty well. Sorry, I'm just going to. Oh, God, my computer! Please stop. I don't like it. Breach effects. There it is. Okay. That is. Okay. Yep. Disabled. You're not disabled yet. However, as you are damaged currently, because you have more structure breaches than half of your scale.
Yep.
So that means any tasks to repair any breach effects suffer complications on a d20 roll of 18 to 20, so your comp range goes up to 3.
Yep.
Yeah, basically, the hollow ship that you're currently on, you feel laser blasts hit. You feel your shields go down, and then immediately. Oh, and actually, Edward, can you roll 2 challenge dice for me?
Sure, why not?
Yep.
Just keep adding to the fun.
Okay. I'm going to roll a d4. Whoever's number I pull up. Actually, I'm going to roll a d6, where 6 is the reroll. And whoever's name pops up for me, it has to take an injury. One moment. That is Cadet McGuile. Cadet McGuile, as the second laser blast pulls in, the console in front. The console in front of you explodes. You get thrown off of your feet. This is a lethal injury. However, you can spend to avoid if you'd like. That is 2 momentum or threat. Just
All
stay in the
right.
game.
Not giving you threat. I don't think.
Coward.
Let's see. And it would kill me if I don't, for sure.
Nope. You're going to be on the ground, but if the scene ends and you're still on the ground from a lethal injury, you die.
Gotcha.
Spin
But,
to avoid it.
Yeah, go for it. Momentum.
Which is the right call,
Sounds good.
considering a doctor is your captain.
Yeah.
Hagen, you turn to your right and you see the tactical station explode. That station is now inoperable, by the way. You'll have to move to a different station and override. You sort of fall on the ground and you feel, even though you're a hologram, you still feel pain in a stimulating
Well, sure.
way. So
Or at least I
to
pretend
you,
I do.
yeah, you feel the back of your head is covered in red blood as you sort of move your hands away from it, and you sort of shake it off and stand up. You look down at your station, and it's completely charred and blackened from the plasma discharge.
Yeah, he staggers against the console, looks around for an empty station, and says,
There's a secondary tactical downstairs on an Intrepid.
"Gotcha." And he says, "Captain, I learned one thing. They give you a bloody nose. In Texas, I learned one thing. They give you a bloody nose. You make sure they're not standing to give you another." And then I shake my head and go, "But not another nose. I don't know. You get what I'm saying."
believe
And
we're
I'll
going
head
to win this.
for the station.
Good news is we don't need to win. We just need to make sure that they don't win either. Ops, transfer power to the Kobayashi Maru. Get their engines up and running.
Nishizumi, you back yet?
Jeez,
Ishizumi,
really?
no. You're unmuted. I believe in you. Speak. Please.
And if I'm not mistaken, if we get their power back up, Romulans no longer have turns because both of them have gone, which means it would go to the Kobayashi Maru's turn.
Get them in warp at least.
And can I just
We
say
don't
that
need
I
to
haven't
win.
had
We
a
just
turn
need to
in
not
combat
lose.
yet?
Yeah, we're down to ops and science for turns. So, best case scenario, Nishizumi shows back up. We distribute power. Then they get a turn. Then we get a turn with Skov, who forces onto the con and dips us the fuck out, hopefully with the Kobayashi.
Don't need to win. We just need to not lose.
Nishizumi, why? It's like the one time we needed you here, and Helm was actually doing something. I took the role. It's not fair.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The turn now falls to you guys. What are you guys doing?
The order, Captain. Just because Nishizumi's not here doesn't mean we don't continue.
So, can someone just make the roll, or how does that work?
Yeah, we can make the roll. We were just hoping that if we yelled loud enough, he'd show back up.
All right. What's the plan, guys?
Captain, your orders?
Miguel is headed for the station, and you see him. He collapses on the way over to the station, but he's still crawling on his way over there, trying his best to make it.
Is Nishizumi back?
No, but we don't need to have Nishizumi
Go ahead
back.
and roll.
Whatever you guys want to do, you can do. And if it requires engineering, then we can.
You're a
I want
stubborn
to
bastard,
transfer
Miguel.
ship
I
power
respect it.
to the Kobayashi Maru.
I, Captain, says the other female Vulcan on the bridge.
Okay. To transfer power to the Kobayashi Maru, it is going to be an extended task. One moment.
Got to be.
Shit.
One moment, I'll name it. Oops, I did it wrong.
Oops.
Oops.
I did it wrong. No, that's right. You got it.
Sorry, no, I didn't do it right.
No, you could edit it without deleting it.
Ah,
You can edit the
Oh.
things on the fly.
okay. ET transfer terror. That's all I got. Anyways, work track is 12. Base difficulty is 3. Magnitude is 3. Resistance, because this is an active combat situation, is 2. That's your roll. The roll is going to be control or daring engineering.
Okay. So, yeah, naturally, I'm going to cite field repairs.
Okay.
Okay. This is basic math of moving power from one place to another, which is basically the function of a puzzle, of getting one thing to another spot for an end turn. So I'm going to cite the value of machines are logical in their function, a puzzle to solve.
Okay.
Okay. Am I assisted?
The ship will assist with. The ships will assist with what? I'll figure that out. Ships will assist with engines engineering.
All right, cool. I'm going to buy 1 with momentum, 2 with threat.
2 dice or 2?
2 dice
Okay.
total. So I bought the first with 1 momentum, the second with 2 threat. And yeah. Cadet Sassur fucking rolling all the successes.
Okay, that is 4 momentum generated. Please roll your engineering score plus 2 in challenge dice.
Okay, so that's 3. That gets us 1. I can pay for piercing. Will get me through the resistance. So that brings us up to 3. So pay to pierce, please.
Okay.
What are we down to for momentum? I believe we're down to 2.
Nope, that's for piercing. That's just 1
Okay, perfect. We're down to
because
3.
1 gets you 2 points.
All right, so we're up to 3 successes. I need at least 2 more. Conflict momentum spends. I am going to pay 1 to re-roll the 3 blanks.
Cool.
Gets us up to 5. That's a pierce. There's no mathematical way I can get to a second breach, so I'm gonna stay there.
Okay. That is 1 breakthrough. You begin the process of transferring the power over to the USS Kobayashi Maru. As stations explode around the ship, lasers fly around everywhere. You're beginning this delicate work of transferring power over to the Kobayashi Maru. That is your turn.
Captain is going to take another 6 to 12 seconds, depending on the system. This D&D turns are 6 seconds long. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
All right. Are you guys spending to keep the initiative? Oh, you can't do that.
We can't yet.
Okay. Apologies. Okay. Is there anything else that you guys want to do?
We can't spend to keep. However, because both of those Romulan ships have gone, it goes to our next person, if I'm not mistaken.
Nope, that's not how NPC ship combat.
No, it doesn't.
I have the amount of turns for each ship based on the scale of the ship. So they each have, yeah. So, and I can actually do even more than that. It just, for everyone, those tasks start increasing.
Can we spend to keep?
You cannot spend to keep, however, Edwards can spend for swim. I believe.
Can we spend a swift task and then try that power transfer thing again?
Sure.
Want to do it?
I really wanted to pee, but sure, I'll run back for that. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. So
you gotta try.
Yeah, we're spending for power transfer. Okay. Cool.
Cool.
Yep. Control engineering, difficulty, blah.
Difficulty went down to 2, but is increased to 3 due to the swift task.
Yep. I'm still using the focus. I no longer have a determination to spend, because I believe we only had 1 each.
Correct.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna buy with 2 threat. Buy with 3 threat, so 2 dice for 3 threat. There we go. I'm going to quickly roll a d6 to see if we have any momentum to spend from my untapped potential.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. We have 1 additional momentum to spend. So reverse that. Take my 3 threat away. We're going to do this the right way, which is I'm going to buy 1 with momentum and then the other 2 with threat, buying up to 5.
Cool.
Okay.
Do you have anything that would let you re-roll
Nope.
at 19?
Not the 19 though, but I'm going to roll the d6. This 1d6 is for the momentum pool. Okay, nothing. All right, so I've got 6 successes on the board. That's a breach. I need to get 2.
You have 5 successes, so you get 2 momentum generated.
Okay. I'm going to pay for Pierce.
Cool.
All right, that brings me up to what? I need to get to 10.
That brings it up to 10.
No, if I only had 5 successes, I pay for Pierce. It could bring me up to 7 tops.
So okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Minus 2 would be 4, so you have 6.
Yeah. So
currently.
I pay for Pierce. That brings me to 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to pay that 1 additional momentum I have for additional damage, which brings me to 12, which transfers the power.
Okay,
Math.
awesome, great. You transfer the amount of power according to your ship's to the opposing ship's scale, which is 4 power. That brings them up to auxiliary power, and they are now a player character which I control.
Now I'm going to
Can I do a minor thing of just telling the cook, get out of here? Just run. Give him the command to go.
That actually, you will. You have done your task for that. You would need to open up communications with Kobayashi Maru in order to do that.
Oh, come on.
You can't just put a general broadcast out without a particular target.
It's a task still.
Ah, all right.
Yep. Okay. One
No
moment.
other shenanigans we can pull? Anybody? Nothing?
I think that's all we got.
I still haven't had a turn.
Okay. One moment.
This is very not fair.
It's a Kobayashi Maru!
Who hasn't had a turn?
Me.
Skull,
Friendly
Or
neighborhood
ops.
science officer.
technically.
It is still my turn, but yeah. One moment.
Can you jam them or anything?
Mhm.
Maybe if it were my turn and not the enemy's, perhaps.
Can they fire twice in one turn, in one round?
Yeah, I've been swift tasking.
No, I mean, can they fire again now?
Sure, they can.
That's great.
Yeah, they can fire as many times as they want. They're within range.
Yeah, you
This
have to go
seems-
with the assumption that we have 5 players. They have quote unquote 5 players. It's
No,
not
I
ship
mean,
versus-
what I mean is that it takes a tactical officer on our ship to fire the weapons. Other people can't fire the weapons.
no,
Yeah, it's an
any one
NPC
of
ship.
us- Any one of us can fire the weapons. We just do it with increased cost. There are
There are-
NPC ship rules.
Yeah, there are NPC
Yeah.
ship rules that are different.
We do have a ridiculous amount of things in our favor, but the NPC
This is just
rules
one of the
keep it
things
slightly
that-
balanced.
Yep. So, in order for you to destroy one of those birds of prey, their skill is 4. All you need to do is do 5 reaches, which is actually not that difficult, especially if you swift task and fire more than once over a round. In order for me to fully destroy you, I need to fully clear out your entire structure and your entire engine. That is 8 breaches in total. That's when the clock starts ticking. So you still have more turns on top of that. So
But it could be argued a TPK could happen long before that if the rolls are bad. Because of exploding consoles.
Right.
The TPK
Well, just
could
these new
happen with
characters.
Edwards 2 weeks ago. I will write this entire ship off to spite you.
okay, just one moment. Boop. Boop. I just spent 1 threat, right? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
Oh, good. You did an amazing job, Nishizumi, by the way.
Oh, I thank you, I guess.
Yeah.
What did I do?
You managed to
All the
one
crew
turn-
members just stop and turn to you and go, "You did a very good job."
Thumbs
You
up.
managed to transfer all the power to the Maru. But in 1 turn, did 3 turns worth of actions.
Oh yeah, no. If we can get the Maru out of here, that's they say it's a no-win, but it's a win in my book.
Jesus Christ.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This is going against you guys. Please roll 2 challenge dice. Roll 2. Edwards, roll 2 d20s for me.
You got a 13 and a 20.
Awesome. 13 is structure.
Oh
Of
no,
course.
Does
I
my
told
character
you guys to
still
stop letting
have-
me do that.
I was
does my
gonna
character
do it,
still
but
have
he
her
commanded you.
determination?
I know.
The USS Toth is officially completely disabled. Not completely disabled. To quote the ship-based rules that we're doing, since I've rolled. Okay. Awesome. In addition, the ship's resistance is okay. I'm going to spend, I believe, for devastating. It is. One moment. Devastating is 2 resources. You get another breach. Please roll another d20.
Someone who's
for me,
not
please.
me, I don't want
I'm-
this stressor.
I'm gonna roll it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That structure again.
You're gonna hate me. It's not
you.
structure. It's sensors.
Yeah,
uh,
who's over on the meeting room?
For that here, and then if somebody would please roll a challenge dice for me.
Absolutely.
Okay, that is an effect actually. Okay,
I've already make it more annoying.
please, I'm gonna roll a d6. Oh my god.
This I call shenanigans.
Durathal, your character winks out of existence. You are dead.
All
And he
right.
exploded.
I didn't even make it to my console yet.
Yeah,
Durathal? Who is that?
Yeah, who's this Durathal character?
Oh,
She sounds kind of hot.
yeah, truly. Yep.
She always
Uh,
said, she
All
always
right,
gave me
so here's what happens. Yes, Miguel makes it to the console, turns and looks and goes, "Don't worry, Captain, we aren't out yet." And then, boom! The console explodes, sending him flying back directly into your lap, and you see the light fade from his eyes as he looks up at you and says, "You got him," and then falls over.
Yeah, you see and all of that happens. Seriously. Hagen, so Hagen, the hologram doesn't vanish. The body is still there.
Pick it up, lay him to the side, and continue on, because right at the moment, there's nothing I can do about that.
No. Presence command, difficulty 2. No, I'm being dead serious.
Presence command, difficulty 2, composure counts as a focus.
Yeah.
But my dead eyes raises the difficulty.
whose side are you on? Formerly Miguel.
I am no longer a crewmate.
He's secretly a Romulan spy.
No, I'm part of the program's guilttrip.exe
Give you a
routine.
threat to get a dice.
And I'm actually gonna, but with that, I'm actually gonna spend my threat here, and I'm not kidding, to increase the difficulty to 3, to 4, to 5.
I do
I
like
feel
this.
like this
Seems
much laughter shouldn't
supremely
be happening
unfair.
during the Kobayashi Maru.
We're not
Only
Presence
from
command
the dead
difficulty 5.
people.
I'm
everyone.
gonna spend 3 threat to get up to 4 dice, I guess, and hope I can do this.
Okay.
Good luck.
Anything you want to do about that?
Nothing I can do about that.
You look down at the body of this man. Hagen, the past sort of fades away from you as you look down. Ship consoles are exploding around you. There are you see two Romulan vessels bearing down on your station. The Kobayashi Maru is directly off to your starboard. The lights are sort of flickering on. You're surrounded by a situation where you have no hope of survival. And I'm going to spend 2 to swift task.
Of course.
This is fucking wonderful.
Yeah, not the reaction I'm looking for. Sorry.
Again, like, characters, bad. Players, we're enjoying ourselves.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
absolutely.
not enjoying myself at all. I'm having a terrible time.
Yeah, but you're supposed to.
And that's a hit. Ship assists with weapon security. Using focus. No help. Damage rolling coming. This time it's going to be a plasma torpedo. That is 2 for 1 moment.
Have no threat left, so you can't spend a reroll.
Long range.
I'll give the players momentum.
Yeah.
Is that your impression of my voice?
No.
There you go.
Well, actually, I believe it's something more akin to this.
Is that seriously your... Wait, be serious.
That's
I don't
as
know
good as
what
it gets
that
for
was.
me.
Are
I
you
don't do
kidding?
British.
That's... I'm not British.
Not you, Kestra.
Oh.
Oh, it was a
Um,
decent
You
gesture.
sound like a Midwestern.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Give me 1 second. Okay.
Would never expect you to say the word akin.
Thank you. Okay, there is that. Well, you get another breach. And it's actually 5 minus. Oh. Well, I do 1 point of damage, but it is still. There are still other effects that happen from plasma torpedoes. That is 4. That's your engines. That's not good.
We have 0 damage to our engine so far.
1 moment. Oh, god damn it. Engines at 1. And I am all. That is my turn.
Okay. It's just a second of Kagan's frozen. Just a second. She does the thing that she does in her operating room, which is you have 1 second to be afraid. That's all I'm giving you. She gives herself a second. Open communication line to the Kobayashi Maru.
Okay. You're able to. I'll say that you'll be doing that because or actually, yeah, who would be doing that? Because you already.
That
used
has
your
to be like a minor action. They're right beside us.
What are we doing?
communicating with the Kobayashi Maru.
That's going to be a science roll.
I get to do a thing?
Yep. Got you, bud.
There you go.
Oh!
Finally.
Clicky
You get to do
clackies.
the thing.
Jack
Just,
gets those so tasty dice.
just
What
one moment,
numbers
please.
do I do the clicky clackies?
What number? Can you say that again, just slowly, so I can?
With English.
Yeah, attribute and discipline, please.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. Sorry, I'm just having a lot. I'm having a lot of fun.
It's your
Control.
birthday. We're fine.
I'm sure you are.
I don't be mad. Come on. Control engineering, assisted by the ship's communications engineering, with a
Absolutely.
difficulty of 1.
Okay. Computers?
No.
focus? Damn.
Mm-mm.
Let's see here. Well, difficulty of 1. You
Difficulty
know
of 1.
what? Merry Christmas. I'll buy a dice with threat.
Wow. Thank you.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Roll a
Actually, if you
competition.
do manage to not spend it all in one place, I will be very impressed.
Yeah, truly. I really do spend it when I get it. So
Always helpful.
1 momentum. You open hailing frequencies with the Kobayashi Maru.
Kobayashi Maru, engage warp. Maximum warp back to Federation space. Tell them what happened.
Aye, sir. This is Lieutenant Franklin. I'm
Now,
currently in
Lieutenant
command.
Franklin.
Miguel sits up and goes, "Tell my story," and falls over.
Oh my god.
Kick him.
That was funny.
God, it's so funny. It's just that they keep dying and then coming. Oh, it just kills me every time. Sorry, Hagen. I know you're not having fun. Hang on, I'll
No, I am having fun. I'm just giving you shit.
Okay. And with this, Dr. Hagen, I'm going to ask you for Presence Command, difficulty of 2, complication range. Yeah, Presence Medicine, difficulty of 2, comp range of 3.
I'm gonna say composure as a focus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a dice with momentum.
Cool.
And on top of that, I'm gonna use the Star Cross to double my focus range.
Cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm gonna re-roll that 18.
Roll a comp.
Cautious
Do it.
medicine.
Roll a comp. Do it. Okay.
There we go. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Did you burn a? Oh yeah. Okay.
Yep.
2, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 5 on a difficulty 2. That's 3 momentum generated. The Kobayashi Maru vanishes and goes to warp. I should say.
Yeah.
Just vanishes.
Spin 2, keep it. Helm,
You-
engage
you
maximum warp.
transported it.
Back to Federation space.
Don't think it's my turn yet.
I can spin 2 to keep the initiative. That's the end of the
Wow.
round.
No,
That's
that
not the
was
end of the round.
Last turn.
Oh, that was the last turn?
Yeah, we haven't come full circle.
God damn it.
I don't want to.
Who hasn't gone yet?
I haven't
that-
gone. I'll go ahead and. Oh yeah, never
No,
mind.
you went. What that is we went first, and now Skov went last for us, which means they get one more round at the end of the round, quote unquote, and then it's full circle again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna switch to my headphones here because I want to hear this, but I'm gonna go out and grab refill my drink because I'm dead.
Okay.
But I still want to listen.
No, absolutely.
Oh no!
Okay.
Just look at it this way. All of this is fake, more or less.
Yeah, and there's no way to win this. There's only a way to not lose.
That's why Kirk cheated.
And Nog negotiated.
Nog truly is the prime standard for Starfleet cadets.
Right.
I loved Nog. It's a great character development. You have Harry
Mhm.
Kim, who, aside from not getting laid or getting laid in the wrong ways, or Nog, like. Anyway, I believe it's your turn, GM.
Okay. Warping into the system.
Please no.
A Romulan warbird.
Oh, so it's Dietrich's.
There it
The
is.
Deerdex. Yep.
There it is. There it is.
I'm gonna stop making you sexy tokens. They never come back to work for me.
We're gonna die.
Can you make a really sexy looking Federation token?
I can make a lot of sexy tokens.
Yeah, I can show you a picture of me.
Yeah, I'd rather
Ew.
not.
I mean, the Intrepid class token you got is pretty fucking sexy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but
All right, that's it, everyone. Pull your money. We're getting Rule 34 of our characters.
please no. I have no beard. I'm already an interested party, but only for a select number of people.
Baby.
God.
With no threat.
Oh,
Good.
he can buy with momentum. Whose side am I
Can
on?
he though?
Yeah.
Can he though?
No, I can't. I can't. Shut up. I wasn't going to do it.
Can you try ramming the Thoth?
2, 4, 6, 7, 8. -4 is 4. That's still a breach.
Then I'm gonna roll a d20. Not
Roll a
ever.
d20.
It's like you
Okay.
don't trust me.
Well,
Rolled
maybe somebody.
structure 4 times.
Well, you just made it 5 times because that's structure.
Great.
That's what it would have been. Thanks, Cap.
That would have been engines. I don't know what's
No, that wouldn't have been better. We're already breached in our structure. It's already done. So I don't know what another breach to structure will do.
God, this is a comedy.
Dead?
no,
mean,
your ship
blow
is
up?
unable to. Let me read from the book. One moment.
Just
With
blow up?
a destroyed structure, the ship's resistance is 0. The task to repair other systems on the ship can no longer be attempted, and the ship may not move except by thrusters. As faster velocities might tear the ship up, so you are stuck in that slot.
Well, the engineer is just going to take her phaser and shoot herself with it.
Okay.
No, I know what we're gonna do, and it's gonna be terrible.
Okay. The turn falls to you.
The thing is that the fast movement will cause the ship to tear apart, right?
Yeah. Using
But if I
the
don't
maneuver
care if it
task,
tears apart.
if you don't care that it tears the ship apart, you can.
I want to point it at the Romulan warbird, and I want to engage maximum warp.
Yes, Captain.
I want you to do that in character, please.
All hands. All hands abandon ship. All hands abandon ship. First.
If you
Second.
if you think that abandoning an entire ship takes the amount of time that it takes, like if you think it takes 1 turn to do that, you're laughing. It takes many
Well,
turns.
then in that case, open ship.
They're about to abandon ship quite forcefully.
Open shipwide communications. Attention crew of the USS Toth. You have performed your duties admirably. For impact. And I turn off shipboard communications. Helm, run us through that Romulan.
Hey, Captain. I believe ramming speed is daring con.
Daring con difficulty 0, please.
Difficulty 0.
Is making rude gestures at the view screen a free action?
It is a free action. Yep.
Cool. That's what Scab's doing.
As the impact happens, assuming it happens,
How did I only
You
roll
see-
1 dice?
Miguel's form flies up, and you see he looks like he's riding a bull in
I'm
midair.
amazing.
In a
Wild.
dead body.
Wild that you just did that.
Crits.
Oh,
Wow.
oh, that's beautiful.
Wow. 2 crits.
Dr. Hagen,
Yes.
as you give the order and you see Desai type in the codes, you see in the simulation a form of Sarah Mitchell, Lieutenant Sarah Mitchell, appear next to you
Mm-hmm.
as a hologram,
Okay.
touch you on the shoulder.
Uh-huh.
A single tear falls from her eyes
Mm-hmm.
as a hot white flash erupts through the holodeck simulation, and whoa, the program ends. Standing in
because it's a
front.
hologram, you realize as soon as it ends, you realize that she's actually there, and she was intensely disappointed in you. No, just kidding.
Oh my god!
You don't know Sarah.
Nail her down.
Jeez.
Actually, I think I passed. That sucked.
The vault. Do you say that in character?
Yes, just quietly to myself. I don't know if the Vulcan heard it.
I mean,
Uh,
he's telepathic, so he could probably hear it.
The holographic.
The holographic Vulcan is looking down, materializes in front of you, and says, "Yes, that is a emotional reaction that is common for this test."
What I do?
Well, the Vulcan, for the first time, looks up and meets your eyes. How do you think you did, Commander?
I think that situation was an unwinnable one. However, I do not believe I failed.
Having restored the power to the USS Kobayashi Maru, Kobayashi Maru made it out of the simulation back towards Federation space, and you disabled and probably destroyed a Desiredex class Romulan warbird. Sorry, one second. The Vulcan looks up and says, "Congratulations, Commander," and holds out a hand.
I shake it.
Kind of a vice-like grip actually grabs your hand as the Vulcan's program fades away, and you are left in a holodeck. One moment. As you are standing in a holodeck with the door closed, in like the cool little grid thing, with no program running. What do you do?
I stand there for a minute and just kind of close my eyes and immerse myself in the hum of the ship, the conscious thought that exists within the ship. Everybody's feelings and emotions and surface level thoughts, and because it was a little disorienting looking at people and not feeling anything.
You feel the sort of surface thoughts. They vary wildly. You feel some competitive anger in the holosuite next to you from some sort of game that two people are playing. You feel some waves of grief from the sick bay area that's on the other side of the ship. You actually feel a calming, somewhat tempestuous presence on the other side of the holodeck door.
I go up to the door and open it.
Saoirse holds up 2 bottles.
I grab it and look. And what is this?
It's booze. Good stuff.
Indeed. And I unscrew it and just take a shot. Straight out of the bottle.
Oh, okay.
That bad, huh?
The admiral.
No, if the
Yannick
Admiral
walks
was there, I absolutely would not have.
in. No, the admiral, as you sort of finish the swig and cap the bottle, the admiral goes, "Well, Commander?"
Passed. Kobayashi Maru returned to Federation space. And the Romulans are down 1 to Derridex class warbird.
Pretty well done. Your ship was saved?
No, Admiral, it was not.
My condolences to you and your vessel.
Well, there are some things that are unwinnable. But then, you don't have to win, as long as you don't fail.
Such is life. Well, consider this to be my official endorsement of your ascent to first officer. You look good in blue, but there's a red uniform waiting in your quarters just in case.
Aye, sir.
Admiral Yannick nods to Commander Kelly as well. Commanders, if you'll need me, I'll be in ops. And he about faces and goes into a turbolift. The turbolift door shuts.
Oh, dear Lord.
Saoirse pats her on the shoulder.
The worst part about it was that I couldn't hear any of their thoughts. It made everything... I don't know what's the word. It was ephemeral.
Hollow?
That's an accurate statement. It was hollow.
Well, I imagine it probably would have been a little worse if you could have.
If I could have, I would have known about the second Romulan vessel.
Yeah, but, you said your ship didn't make it out. You would have been feeling the feelings of your crew there.
Well, hopefully I will never run into that scenario again.
Well, here's hoping. Cheers.
I clink the bottle and take another swig.
And with that, the scene ends. I take a momentum because the scene ends because I'm a dick.
I was going to say, at some point, if you go back to your quarters, you see a message light flashing, waiting for you, just showing that after dinner, Durathal has set aside an hour-long block just in case you wanted to talk, because she's helped a lot of people, or she's had a lot of people from the command track. And she knows a lot of, she gets a general idea of what it's like to have to deal with that. So just there.
Okay. Well, with that, we are going to end for tonight. So fantastic work, everybody. I guess it's time for my official outro. For
I stopped 30
everybody.
minutes ago.
Oh, God damn it.
I didn't. But carry
Okay.
on.
For everybody who watched, this is a little bit of a shorter episode today, a little bit of a season opener for the season 3. Tune in next week for the next episode of the US Guan Yu. I was and am and will continue to be your humble GM, Tyler. Thank you for... no, I'm not humble. You're right. I'm your really cocky and arrogant GM.
I'm extraordinarily humble.
I don't mean to brag, but anyways, to finish the outro, thank you for everybody who played with me today. Special thanks to our sponsor, Bougie Box. Bougie Box sends you a big box of just the worst sweaters.
I have to go get these and delete them. You know that, right? It's like a 4-hour video. I have to go find these references.
Special thanks, but seriously, special thanks to Commander Hagen. I put her through a lot today. The character, I'm sure, had fun. The person
I
behind the
definitely
character
did have a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I was mostly giving the GM shit for that bullshit.
for a strict adherence to the rules. You know,
How dare you?
Anyways, well, thank you so much. Tune in next week, and we'll sign off.
All right, before you sign off, everyone, just a quick happy birthday to our GM. He's a big boy now.
Birthday to you.
Happy
birthday to you.
Everyone say
Happy
different
birthday,
things at the
G
same
and
time.
Tyler. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to.